I was randomly recording my water heater, like what I usually do every day, and realized there was a piece of propaganda on my heater that I didn't want to expose to the general public. So, in this tutorial, I will show you how to censor your video using LumaFusion. So the first step that you will want to do is create a new project. I named mine just censor/tracking tutorial, but you could obviously name it whatever you want. For the frame rate aspect ratio, I'm not quite sure what to put there. It'll just do it based off what clip you have there. So here I recorded some footage and I put it into the timeline. Once you have your footage loaded in, click the plus button on the bottom of the screen and click Add Title Overlay. That will create a title overlay. In other words, in simpler form, that is a graphic. Click the Titles tab and click your text here and trash that. After that, click the square with the plus button and click Shape. This will create a new layer for your graphic, and the shape, well, is obviously a shape. Change it to a green color or a color that, yeah, just put green. That's what it's mainly for. Just put green. Don't ask questions, just put green. And just adjust a square for one of the sides. Once you have that, click the square with a plus in it with another square behind it. That is basically the symbol of duplicating it. So you may recognize what I am doing right now, which is making a mask. This mask is basically going to mask out everything besides the area that I'm going to censor. So obviously you can see here, I am just covering everything except the sticker. Next, go to Frame and Fit tab on the bottom of the screen and click the plus with the circles around it. That will add a keyframe. And then here, if you scroll through the timeline and move it, it will automatically add a keyframe for that location and rotation and scale. It really depends, but mainly what we're looking at is location. So I'm just going through, obviously the more frames you do, the more information you have, and the more information you have / data, the better it is. So as you can see, I'm slowly going through the timeline and changing position of where the mask is relative to the sticker. This is obviously a really long process that takes very tedious time, but it's a sacrifice you're willing to make for video editing. Alright, once you have that done, you should play the video and just see how it goes. And don't worry, the green doesn't have to cover the whole entire screen. I'll show a solution. I'll show a solution in the second part. So save the movie, and you should have your video right there, all nice and attractive, whatever, rendered out. So now that I have my green screen, my masked footage, I'm gonna put my original footage again and my masked footage on top of that. So once you have your masked footage on top of your normal footage, select your masked footage and then click the pencil or edit mode. And so for the solution for the green not filling the whole screen, you could just use the crop function and keyframe just the green. As you can see, as we move along, that's just showing there. Oh, there's a little bit of a error. So since, as you can see, our crop kind of bleeds into our mask there, but we could just fix that by just dragging that down, going on the keyframe that messed up and just dragging it down, fixing it like that. And see, it's all fixed. Next, we're gonna go into the effects tab at the bottom of the screen and go into the keying tab. It should be a keyhole, and just put in the keying green screen key, and it should automatically do it. But what I'm going to do to make it all better is actually get the same color and just play around with the settings to get that, I don't know what you call it, get that premium masking effect, so there's no borders. Bada boom, bada beam it. Once you add a Gaussian blur, you basically got your censored video. Obviously you could add pixelization, or you could just put a black square on top of it. But my favorite is pixelization, and in fact you could honestly put anything. You could literally put text on top of that. That's what I love about LumaFusion, is that they have keyframes and whatever. And that's basically it. Thanks for watching. Yo, I think there's someone outside my window. Hold up.